Hello guys, it's Naruto here, back with a brand new video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about portals. But before we get into today's video, if you haven't already, can you please hit that subscribe and like button? Very much appreciated, thank you. Right, getting into today's video. Portals. What are portals? So, before we get into it, the portals that we are going to be discussing is these ones, not the novice ones here. So what are portals? Portals are used to allow you to move from one server to another server as long as you meet the right conditions. And the conditions I'll get into shortly. How many spaceports are needed for you to move depends on your overall power. Your overall power is here, as you see, your highest power. Now, depending on how high it is, determines how many portals you need. And one way to find out how many portals you do need is if you go to the map here, you zoom out, and you go to the world map down in the right hand corner. If you click on your own server, for instance, which you can't do, it won't allow you to check. You need to click on another server to be able to check to see how many you'd need to move. So if you come back out, let's click on 268, click on Vitas. This also, by the way, is the way that you would relocate when you do have enough. So if you relocate, here you see, not only do I not meet a few conditions, but I also need 25 space portals to move. So we now know that we need 25 space portals to move. How do we gather these space portals? But before I get into that, I will let you know on the rules and conditions that you need regarding server jumping. Now, it depends what server you're in, depends on the certain rules. But one rule that definitely does not change is if you are actively involved in Legion or Frostborn, and you're on the battlefield, as I say, you cannot have anyone jump into your server, but you can jump out. So if the server that you are wanting to jump into is in KVK, you cannot jump into that server. So, for instance, Season 1. Season 1 can jump from Season 1 to Season 1. They cannot jump from Season 1 to Season 2 or from Season 1 to Conquest. Also, the server has to be 50 days or older. It did used to be 90 days, but now it is 50 days old. Season 2 can jump from Season 2 to Season 2, from Season 2 to Season 3. Season 3 can jump from Season 3 to Season 3, or from Season 3 to Season 2. You cannot jump from Season 2 or 3 to Conquest. And in Conquest, you cannot jump backwards into Season 3 or to Season 2. You can only jump from Conquest to Conquest. And as long as you are in with them certain conditions and you have enough pools, you can move from one server to another. So, how do we gather portals? There's a few ways to gather portals, but the most quickest and efficient way to gather portals would be through Golden Path. In Golden Path, you can obtain 10 space portals every time there's a new Golden Path. So every 30 days, you will be able to gather 10 space portals, which is probably the most easiest and quickest way to gather them. Another way that you can gather space portals is by in-game purchase. This is something that I would not recommend as it does not offer great value for money. But I will show you, just for case anyone is interested. So here you'll see you've got Journey of the New World. You'll receive 520 gems, 1 space portal, 5 times 10,000 gold, 5 times 50,000 food, 5 times 50,000 wood, 5 times 50,000 stone, 5 times 50,000 iron, 10 15-minute speed ups, 5 15-minute training speed ups, 500 VIP points, and an uncommon alliance chest for 489. After you purchase that one, they do go up. So the second one would be for 2 portals and a few more, I suppose, alliance chests, VIP points, and resources. But you would get 2 space portals for 9.99. Then it would be 3 space portals for 19.99. 4 space portals for 49.99. And then you get 5 space portals for 99.99, and you get to do that 5 times. And I'm sure that they also reset every 30 days, I'm sure. So that's 5 portals for 99.99, and you get to buy that 5 times. Another way is through the GT app, somewhere that I would recommend. Through there, you get 2 space portals along with resources, gems, and I also believe a uncommon chest, and that's for £4, and you get to buy 5 packs weekly. So that works out 40 portals a month for around £80. That's 40 space portals for £80 a month. If you include the GP as well, that is 50 a month. Another way that you can obtain portals, and it's probably the most freest way, and anyone I would say recommend is probably the best way to do it, is by gathering alliance coins. And one way to gather alliance coins is to construct. And I'll show you how you do this. You'll go to one of your cities that your alliance owns. You'll click on the city and you will construct by sending one of your marches. 1 march will gather 20,000 coins in 16 days. I think 4 marches, it's just over 4 days, will gather 20,000 coins. And with them coins, you can go to the Alliance shop and you can purchase a space portal. Like I said, every 16 days is 1 march. Just over 4 days is for 4 marches. So if you're going to go down that way, I would recommend probably planning on when you want to go and try and fit in as into that plan as you can. I'm pretty sure I've covered everything. We have covered what space portals are, how to space jump, the rules and regulations for space jumping, server jumping, should I say, sorry, not space jumping. Also, how and where you can buy them from. And if that is all, please can you leave a like down at the bottom, and thank you for tuning in for this video, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you.